Hi everybody, Lavon again. Wanted to talk a little bit about your recipe for success. What is your recipe for success? Have you ever really given that any thought? When I think about a recipe just to make a dish or a meal, there's usually several different ingredients. Let's take chicken for example. Usually when we make chicken, we want to use several different seasonings. We may even marinate it overnight or for a few minutes before we put it in the oven. Whatever we decide to do, we have ingredients that we're looking to use. And then once we prepare it, we actually have to turn our oven on and get it to a certain degree before we even put the chicken or whatever it is we're making in the oven. And then we have to be conscious of how long it needs to stay in the oven, right? And sometimes, depending on how experienced of a cook you may be, you may check in on it because you definitely know that a few minutes too long could dry out the chicken. So you don't want the chicken to be dried out. So, you may check on it a few minutes before the recipe calls for, just to make sure that it's nice and moist when you take it out of the oven. Sometimes we may be looking for the coloring to be a certain way on the skin. If you're roasting a chicken, you want it to be nice and golden. So there's a lot of aspects that come along with following a recipe for a meal. But what is your recipe for success? What do you think will make you successful in your business? Now, many times for many of us, especially if you're just starting out, you don't know what's going to make you successful. What you know how to do well might be getting up, going to a job every day, possibly keeping your house clean, things of this nature. You're very comfortable with those. You have different recipes to get through quickly and efficiently, how to clean your house or whatever the case might be. But a recipe for success, if you're starting a business or doing anything that is out of your comfort zone, how can you determine what your recipe for success is? Now, let me ask you this. Do you think your recipe for success is the same as my recipe for success? It's highly unlikely. Why do I say that? Because what may work for me may not work for you. So what do you have to do? You actually have to explore. You have to listen to maybe several different mentors, people that are doing the things that you want to do successfully, and find your place with them. You may find that there are 2 or 3 people that you can identify with and say, man, we have some of the same interests. I bet what's working for him would probably work for me. Or maybe what's working for her would work for me. So you have to determine what those things are and what makes you comfortable, what makes you get the results that you're looking for. So having a recipe for success is truly unique to you. So you want to work on that, work very diligently. Don't spend too much time on trying to make it perfect. But as you go through your journey, you'll figure out what that recipe for success is for you. And of course, you definitely want to determine what is your definition of success. That's my tip for today. If you like what you heard or you have comments or questions, please post them and share the video. I greatly appreciate it. Thanks.